Hey, it's Jeffrey Pepper Rogers back with another episode of Guitar Sessions, and today I'm here to share a scale exercise with you that's a follow-up to a previous episode I did where I showed about playing scales in thirds, a great way to limber up, learn your way around the fingerboard. And in this one, we're going to be playing scales in patterns of 4, and also great for the dexterity of your fingers, for the strength of all the fingers in your fretting hand. I'm playing with a pick here. It's a really good exercise for alternating picking and super helpful for lead playing, for melody playing. As with all the other episodes in this series, all the tab for everything that I'm doing here is available over on Patreon. As with the other episode, I'm going to be working with the G major scale in 5 positions. This is an idea. You could apply the basic idea to any scale that you want to work with. If you want just a straight rundown of those 5 scale positions, just bottom to top and back down again, check out the previous episode, but here I'm going to just go straight into the exercise. And the idea here is really simple. We're going to start with a scale note and play 4 notes going up the scale. And then we're going to start on the next note of the scale and go 4 up from there, and start on the next note and go 4 up. And we're going to do the same thing going down. We're going to start on a note, go down 4, start on the next note down, go down 4 notes, etc. So let me just show you quickly what I mean. So if I were to say start on this G on my 6th string, the first thing I would do would be, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after that, I would start on the 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'd start on the 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on the 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on the 5, 5, 6, 7. And I'm back to the 1 again, continuing in that way. And if I was going down, the same thing. Let's say I'm starting here on the G on the 1st string. First thing I would do is go down 4 notes. So that's a 1, 7, 6, 5. And then I'm going to start from the 7. 7, 6, 5, 4. Then start from the 6. 6, 5, 4, 3. And then start from the 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. Start from the 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're just going to continue like that, going up and going down. Now we're going to start on the lowest note in the position and go up, groups of 4 like I was doing, go up to the highest note available in that position. As soon as we hit it, turn around and go right back down again. So a couple of keys here to the exercise. One is to stay in position. So just then when I was doing that, I was in this position where I was playing between the 2nd and the 5th frets. So I'm going to play all the notes of the 2nd fret with my index finger, 3rd fret with my middle finger, 4th fret with my ring finger, 5th fret with my pinky. So rather than moving my hand to use the same fingers, I'm going to get all my fingers into the act. There's a couple of exceptions along the way where we got to make a little bit of a shift with the hand, but for the most part, just stay right in position, and that will get all your fingers working, and you'll feel that workout, especially maybe with some of the fingers you don't use as much, like your pinky. Another key here is alternate picking. So I'm using a flat pick here and down and playing down strokes on the beats and up strokes on the off beats. So maintaining that strict alteration. And this is really good practice for flat picking to maintain that up and down motion all the time. So for these exercises, I'm going to set a metronome here. A little metronome app, and I'm going to set it at 60. So I'm starting off in this position down here, what I'm calling G position, because it kind of relates to the Thinking of this in terms of the cage system, it kind of relates to this open G shape down here in the key of G. And I'm going to be playing between the open string and the 4th fret. And I'm going to start on the lowest notes, go to the highest note, and go back down following that 4-note pattern. When I get down to the lowest note, I'm going to walk it back up and land on the root, just to kind of check in with our key. Now moving to what I'm calling the E position, because it relates to this shape, which is an E shape with a bar at the 3rd fret. So again, in terms of the cage system, but playing between the 2nd fret and the 5th fret this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you run into trouble spots in these, as you know, there were some places in there I felt like I could smooth out, so slow it down, work through those, try to find the right way to finger those so that you can go smoothly through those rough patches. Our next position is the D position, and it's between the 5th and the 8th frets. Call this the D position because it relates to this D shape, which would sound as a G. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see in that position, there was a little bit of shifting because I started with my index at the 5th fret and I had to go over and get some notes at the 4th fret and then shift it back up. So you can work on, again, making those transitions smoother. Our next position is the C position. So, and that is going to be between the 7th fret and the 10th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got one more position to cover here, which is the A position. And that one is going to be between the 9th and 13th frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so working through all those in a row like that is definitely a workout. I can feel it. I can also find places along the way there where maybe my picking faltered a little bit, where my fingering faltered a little bit. So take note of those things, zero in on them, slow it down, and work your way to when you can do it all smoothly. And then, of course, you can speed up the tempo so that you can get to a place where you can be. It's not a speed contest, but as you kind of clean up your technique, make your fingerings, your picking, everything, you'll be able to play it faster, more cleanly, and it'll really help you getting around the neck and strengthening those fingers. So, and the last thing I'll say about this is that it's not just an exercise too, because like the thing I played at the very top of this lesson, it's not unlike something that Jerry Garcia would play in a solo, those sort of falling patterns of 4 like that on a scale. Things like this can be done in a musical context, in a musical way, so it's not just a dry exercise, but it's music. So hope you find these exercises helpful. Check out the tab on Patreon. Also check out the exercise for playing scales in thirds. Thanks a lot for watching. Again, I'm Jeffrey Pepper Rogers, and I'll catch you next time.